very first original Starbucks shop.
Add a comment and take your guess. What is Nana gonna hit by the end of 2026?
3, 2, 1. All right. Have intense understanding of what to do, you have to jump on a call and you have to get that clarity.
We just had breakfast and now we are heading to an Amazon studio where we're going to record 7 podcast episodes, one after another. So, welcome to Seattle. We are here at Amazon headquarters. So this is actually a conference for heroes, or Hero Summit. I am one of the AWS Heroes, which is basically an honorary title for 150 engineers in the world that Amazon basically gives their credibility to represent the AWS services and so on. And this is a yearly summit where I'm gonna meet some other fellow heroes from all over the world, from different countries. So we are here for 3 days. So I'm gonna take you along with me behind the scenes. So let's go.
Ron.
Hey, nice to see you. Good to see you. How are you? I have to be like...
I know. How was New York?
It was great. No more jet lag.
Yes.
We have adjusted already.
Perfect.
So it was good.
You can go inside, pick up your badge,
Yep.
and then registration's upstairs. All right. Enjoy it. Welcome.
Thank you.
First impressions?
We got the badges. A lot of people. Let's see who's here. Let's see who I know, who knows me. I think there's no coffee anymore.
What is you without a coffee?
Grumpy. I'm not talking to anyone until I have my coffee.
So we're now going to the OG Starbucks coffee place because we're in Seattle and you know where Starbucks is coming from Seattle, exactly.
And I need coffee. It's 11:11 as you see, and I haven't had coffee because they were out and I need it right now. So this is the very first original Starbucks shop. I think it was before he took over Starbucks because it was actually like a local coffee shop and then he made it into a global chain. Pretty cool actually. And we wanted to get inside with our laptops, have a cozy work session. There is a line here, the queue. So yeah, it was not the most original idea I think, but it looked pretty cool anyways. It's sunny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Dakota, by the way. Good to meet you. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
You get recognized here in the streets, huh?
Yeah, it happens all the time. No, the crazy thing is that it happens in Vienna all the time, and Vienna is like the least engineering city. Like there are like very few people who actually should know. It always makes me happy when they come to me.
We're gonna do one photo. I need a few more people on this side and a few more people here. Everyone look up here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We're gonna do a quick video. Are they gonna yell something?
See you at Greenland!
3, 2, 1. See you at Greenland! All right. I feel like really soon.
It is.
So we're gonna drop these off, then we'll go back to the home class. Then we're gonna this way because we up the block.
So this is Farah. So she's, for us heroes, or for me personally, the most important contact person in Amazon.
My role is really to make sure that we pass feedback off from like our amazing heroes back to the service teams to get them, to take input on our roadmap. So basically, I help you to, to do what you do best.
Sick news. So we're going to the first mixer event of the trip. There are gonna be 3 in total. So let's mingle in unofficial environment with engineers.
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
an absolutely great time at the summit. You're listening and learning and connecting. So again, thank you all for coming, and we shall hopefully get a chance to chat in person. Cheers.
I don't know where we're going. I don't know either. I've heard ping pong and karaoke, so I don't know which one it is. All right, so it is 9:20 right now. We just had breakfast and now we're heading to an Amazon studio where we're gonna record 7 podcast episodes, one after another, back-to-back interviews with 15-minute intervals in between. I'm gonna go through the list of my questions and then get the energy high, start with the icebreaker question, and then dive deeper into the technical stuff. So this is gonna be 7 technical, like deeply technical interviews with some of the lead senior engineers at AWS. I know that we're gonna be creating a lot of valuable content and then we're gonna repurpose and use it for our community a lot.
If you guys ever need to take like a quick water break, you know, there's editing, right? So the magic of editing. So
I thought it's on one cinematic shot.
No, we're not going for a oneer. This isn't the studio. All right, so we've got 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1.
Hi, nice to meet you.
No. So privileged to be here. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This version of him.
I actually had different questions.
So Nana,
Cool.
we did half, 50%.
I think we did more than half, right? 6. I think Jesse was a 6. Wow, that's cool actually, because I was saying in the morning I had like 2 coffees and I was like a zombie. I was so tired. I was like, how am I gonna do 7 interviews? But as I said, like when you're talking to people, you know, especially about the topics that are interesting for you, like you get energy actually from the conversations and from the sessions. So you're doing great. I could do like 10 more. Farah, bring them on. Watching till the end. I hope you got one more after this. Yeah. Interesting for you, like yeah. Even now we're doing some more social media content. I don't know where this is gonna land, but let's do it anyways. I have been only shooting for 5 hours today, so it's okay. Let's do more.
Okay, ready? 3, 2.
Thank you all so much for everything that you do for us at AWS.
So can you explain a little bit of what you're doing full-time and what is the business model behind it?
For more than 10 years, I was a big fan, and I'm still a big fan of open source. So I start looking into different ways how to convert my traditional like software development skills into a complete product to fulfill the niche of paying customers.
Mm-hmm. What has been your biggest challenge with learning and applying those sales and marketing and business skills or product development skills to kind of bring your engineering knowledge and package it and bring it to the market and also make it profitable to sustain your work?
Most challenging part is to forget that technology or technical solution or anything what we can do good or we know how to do is just 20% of the success. Yeah. The rest of things is to figure out how to convince everybody around that they need this stuff. You need to go to somebody, you know that they struggle through this, but they don't know how to get there. I go to conferences, I meet a lot of people, and during my talks, I explain how would you do these things, like using existing solutions. And I try to explain to people that everything is possible. You can do whatever you want. If you have infinite budget, infinite time, infinite resources, great, go and do it. But in reality, you have competitions, you have deadlines, and that's where I try to squeeze my solutions, like open source projects, which simplify your life.
Awesome. Super interesting. We have a lot of engineers actually who watch the secondary content as well. So maybe someone gets the inspiration and does what you do. Thank you very much.
Thanks for inviting me as well, and pleasure to see you in person again.
All right, so tell me about your agency.
I was working on an open source project during the pandemic, and that sort of like inspired me to think like, okay, I'm doing this marketing, public relations work at an agency, but I'm like, oh, this tech thing is super cool. I want to go into tech. So I left PR, jumped into tech, and I started using YouTube actually, and I was like showing what I was building, what I was coding, and that kind of like led to like, oh, okay, like a company reached out and they're like, oh, could you like build for us? And I was like, I don't know, can I? So they became like my first client. That was like 2021.
Okay, so what was their next steps? Like, did you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna build out and kind of grow into, or?
Yeah, so originally it was like build an app. So I had been doing a lot of hackathons and like, okay, you can build like a React app or something like that. But then you find out that there's all this complexity of like, how does authentication work? How do databases work? How does data modeling work? So that's kind of like how my agency evolved, was not just doing apps, but doing like everything around an app.
How big is your team right now?
Like under 10, like very like small, like ish, like right now.
Yeah, similar to ours. Which,
okay, cool.
By the way, in tech, and this is I think we have a luxury position because there are companies who 10 people team for them is like super small because they cannot do a lot. But in tech and digital space, you can do so much with 10 people. Like, how do you make those decisions of what is the next priority or where I'm gonna invest my money and energy?
So one of my business mentors told me, like, best thing you can do, jump on a call. It's like if you don't have intense clarity, you don't have intense understanding of what to do, you have to jump on a call and you have to get that clarity. Because it's like, if you are thinking on like page 5 and someone else is like page 50, there's a huge gap. Even if it's like 10 minutes, you can just like get that clarity. I think that's what helps me a lot, is being able to move quickly.
With whom? With your team or with individuals?
With my team, with clients, like with everyone.
So what are some of the use cases where you've been using AI agents in your, like, internal, not for the clients, but like for your own company growth, management?
Yeah, custom agents for like sales. So being able to like help like scope out a project, scope to like what we've done. Social media, like being able to help me kind of like plan out calendars and like understand like the type of content.
How do you balance staying up to date and getting like all this new information, what are the trends in my industry, and focusing and doubling down on things that are working and kind of keeping your priority and focus on one thing?
The more work we're doing, it's getting back to like less of like the exciting stuff. Foundational things. So like a lot of companies just want like proven systems that work. And then sure, maybe you throw in like a feature later, but it's like understanding like something at the foundational level is so important.
I feel like everybody has like this idea list and like brainstorming and my cool ideas. And then they have this shorter subset of lists. These are the action items that I need to focus on right now, especially when you have limited resources. Awesome. This has been super interesting, actually.
This was fun conversation.
So this is always the topics that excite me. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to enjoy the rest of the sessions and some tech dives.
Let's do it.
Yeah, see you around.
All right, I'll see you. Thanks for doing this.
Awesome. All right. So, first question, can you quickly introduce yourself and also say, how do we know each other?
Yeah, so my name's Aaron Hunter. I'm a principal developer advocate with AWS. And I know Nana because I've been following her for years, since I was trying to learn containers and then teach it to others. So I might have stolen some of your stuff.
I'm always happy to hear that. With purpose, yeah. This is an important question because I think both of us care a lot about education, tech education. First of all, why do you think it's important to make sure that this complex tech is broken down so that engineers have an easier time to learn. Why is that important in general, and why is it important for you?
It's important in general just because the fact that like when you have these complex tasks, if you can't explain it simply, you probably don't understand it well enough. And if you can't explain it simply, they're not going to understand it, and then they can't go out and do the thing. So the more that you can like distill down these really complex tasks, it makes it more accessible, more reachable, more understandable. And then you can go do, you can build, you can explore, and then that process of removing the fear because it's not complex, it allows them to grow and make the mistakes because they're actually getting their hands dirty.
What is the trend that you're seeing right now that is like, you know, in the slow phase that you are most excited about?
I am seeing a trend in that question caught me off guard because I have to think about the different trends that I'm seeing. Can we ask that over in the spheres?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, and that'll give me some time to think.
Yeah. So we're gonna do part 2 there because it looks amazing from the outside and we wanted to get in, and we have access now, so let's check out.
Down, we'll see the spheres, but then over here there's like a really cool path that we can walk through.
Ah, nice, perfect. It looks amazing. It is called Amazon Sphere, right?
Yeah.
So you can work here, I think,
This
right?
is an office. This is it's like an indoor garden. So it's what is it called? A terrarium? You can already feel like the humidity. In the winter, when it's cold outside, if you come in here, my glasses fog up.
Crazy, it's an office.
Yeah, and starting soon, they're gonna make 1 day a week, employees only. So you can't have like any guests. Yeah.
Okay.
You often go here to work?
Whenever I come to Seattle, I'll come in here at least once a week and work. At the very top, there's a green wall that has plants on it, and it says Spheres.
It looks amazing. This is exactly like my type of place. A lot of plants, beautiful, aesthetic. So we're talking about AI. The secondary channel, a lot of engineers are watching it, but there are also a lot of either junior engineers or non-engineers. How would you explain to them, from an engineer to non-tech person, how to get started? Like what would be the first step for them to kind of get into that ecosystem, to kind of remove that anxiety about AI?
So whenever I'm asked questions like, hey, how do I get started? What kind of projects should I work on? I always say, what are the problems that you see? It can be something very simple. They can be wrong, but if they go back and look at it, they can learn. That's, I think, where AI can help. AI can help review what they've done, make improvement recommendations, but if they get started without AI and then use AI as a tool, they're not leaning on it entirely. So I like to have AI explain things to me and have me look at it from a different lens because it's been trained on these large data sets. And then I go back and I try to like do it by hand sometimes.
So what is your best strategy to validate the AI itself or make it self-validate? Also, what do you use from your side to not blindly depend on the AI's answer?
What I've been using lately is Kiro. And Kiro has spec-driven development now. So like vibe coding is when you type a prompt and you're like, go do a thing, and like you kind of go back and forth. I still vibe code and it's really fast. Spec-driven development is cool because it creates a design, documents, it walks through and it says, is this what you want? And it asks these questions. So I think that's gonna be very disruptive in the way that people start using AI from like a spec-driven development standpoint. But I'll also, when I'm vibe coding, I'll say, explain what you would do without taking action. It'll do all the things, it'll show me the design that it wants, even through vibe coding, but I kind of treat it like a spec. And then I'll say, now document all that into a document, and then I'll read that document, and I say, instead of just vibe coding it back, because there's tokens, be more cost, or like with Kiro, the pricing is based on a vibe. If you just say, make this change to the doc, don't vibe that. Just make the change yourself. Get more hands-on that way. Yeah. And then I'll say, now let's re-review the entire requirement doc, and I want to work on phase 1. And you just recently hit 1 million.
Yes.
So you have not just one, but you have 1 million people. I think when I first started watching your videos, you had like 30,000, something like that.
Which was crazy for me back then. I was like, oh my God, we have 30,000.
And now you're at 1.3 million. You could probably hit 10 million by the end of 2026.
No, that's not.
I mean, when did you hit 1 million?
February.
In 6 months. Because you've been creating videos for a long time.
Yes.
How many years?
5 now.
So it took you 5 years to get 1 million. And it took you 6 months to get 300,000.
Yeah.
Almost half of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna compound. Okay, fine. 5 million by the end of next year. Add a comment and take your guess. What is Nana gonna hit by the end of 2026?
No, okay, maybe now my goal has adjusted a little bit. Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy number.
Hit 5 million by the end of next year.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. So it's 2:40 right now. We're gonna head to the hotel now. And then we have a mixer, social event with the heroes tonight. So the unofficial networking and then unofficial after party of the unofficial networking. So I'm gonna take you along with me, with all the behind the scenes, and we're gonna get it. Next mixer with some fancy food.
Please raise your glasses to Aurora, to our incredible community of heroes pushing us to innovate.
So we just wrapped up third day in Seattle at Amazon headquarters. It was 3 absolutely packed days. Today we had shooting for 7 different sessions, so we have a lot of content that we're gonna pass on to our editor and we're gonna start editing those. And it's gonna be extremely valuable and interesting for our tech community. So that's a lot of content that we created on the go basically while traveling here. So right now, a lot of the folks, all the other heroes are going to the bar. We're gonna go to bed directly because we have an early flight for tomorrow. We're gonna pack our stuff. We're gonna check out early morning tomorrow and we're gonna be flying to San Diego where our adventure continues, and it's gonna be less tech, more business, but equally exciting as these 2 vlogs. So stay tuned for the next vlog from San Diego.